Welcome all of you to the chemistry online classes. In today's class we want to discuss about the one more important effect, that is electronic effects, that is nothing but hyperconjugation. So what is the meaning of the hyperconjugation that we need to know here. Here the usually you know that delocalization or resonance is due to the pi electrons, but in case of the hyperconjugation the sigma electrons are involving in the conjugation. It means those are involved in the conjugation. Such a type of the effect is known as hyperconjugation effect. So let me go for the explanation of the definition first, then you can able to understand it by taking an particular concept like this. Okay, so what is hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation, it is an effect. It is an effect in which delocalization of the electrons takes place in a system. So what is hyperconjugation? Delocalization of the electrons takes place in a system. So which type of the electrons in which system, that we need to know. First, it is an effect where the delocalization of the electrons takes place in a system. Okay, and in which, in a system in which the sigma electrons of CH bond, sigma electrons of the CH bond of an alkyl group is in conjugation with electrons of a multiple bond, electrons of a multiple bond. Simply I will tell you, suppose this is okay. So just to take an example, this is the ethyl carbocation CH3 CH2 plus. See here, this is the CH bond which is carrying the sigma bond, which is the sigma bond. It means the sigma electrons are involved here. Okay, so the sigma CH electrons, these are the sigma. For which bond? CH bond. Sigma electrons of the CH bond, of which group it is? It is an alkyl group. It is an alkyl group is in conjugation with the multiple bond. If I take, instead of this one, if I took any like this CH3 double bond CH2, if I took an alkene, the electrons, that is sigma electrons here, you will understand this here. Let me tell you, these are the sigma, this will going to shift here and this will going to shift here. It means these sigma electrons of the CH bond of the alkyl group is in conjugation with the multiple bond, is in conjugation with the electrons of the multiple bond. That is nothing but hyperconjugation. So just you understand the definition. When I explain here by taking an example, you can get it clearly. So what is the hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation is the effect in which the delocalization of the electron takes place in a system, in which the sigma electrons of the CH bond of an alkyl group is in conjugation with the electrons of the multiple bond system, electrons of the multiple bond. That is the definition. Okay, so see here, it is a permanent effect, but it is a weaker effect. It is a permanent effect, but it is somewhat weaker effect. It is also called as no bond resonance. It is also called as no bond resonance. Okay, and then the hyperconjugation usually occurs in carbocation, alkenes and free radicals. Keep in mind, hyperconjugation usually occurs in carbocation, alkene and free radical. So there is a one condition, these alkene, free radical and carbocation, these are the systems which must be attached to the another carbon which is sp3 hybridized. So these systems should attach to the sp3 hybridized carbon. Okay, and this sp3 hybridized carbon should have the alpha hydrogen. At least one alpha hydrogen must be there. Are you getting my point? Let me clarify. See here, First of all, the hyperconjugation occurs in carbocation, alkene and free radical, and these must be attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and that carbon should contain the alpha hydrogen. So what is the meaning of alpha hydrogen? Let me clarify. So it must be attached to any, will you agree? It is a sp3 hybridized carbon. Yes, all are the single bonds. It means this is the sp3 hybridized carbon, and this carbon which is next to the carbocation, that is said to be a alpha carbon. Are you getting my point? The carbon which is attached to the positively charged carbon directly, that is called as alpha carbon, and the hydrogen which is attached to the alpha carbon, that is what we called as alpha hydrogen. That is what we called as alpha hydrogen. Okay, it has the alpha hydrogen and it has the alpha carbon. Then alkene means, as you know, there will be a double bond, and this carbon, this system should attach to okay. See here, it is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and it is having the 3 alpha hydrogen. Am I correct? It is having the 3 alpha hydrogen. Free radical, as you know, it will going to get the 1 electron on it. It means carbon carries an electron, that is nothing but free radical, which is occurred during the homolytic cleavage. Okay. And if it is said to be if it is attached to a sp3 carbon, means that I will attach the CH3 group here. Okay, and our condition is that the hyperconjugation occurs in carbocation, alkene and free radical, and these 3 must be attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon must carry the alpha hydrogen. And these are the system. It means carbocation means where the carbon is positively charged, and alkene means where there is a presence of the double bond, and free radical means freely an electron is available on that atom, and those system must be attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and the carbon which is directly attached to these systems, that is said to be a alpha carbon, and the hydrogen which is attached to the alpha carbon, that is said to be a alpha hydrogen. Clear? Are you clear? So let me explain this hyperconjugation, exactly how it occurs, by taking an example, that is ethyl carbocation. So the hyperconjugation in ethyl carbocation. So as you know, ethyl, it means C2H5. Okay, that is only I am going to write as CH3CH2. Yes or no? C2H5 it is only, no difference, nothing. Just a thing is that it is, instead of writing C2H5, instead of writing C2H5, you can write it as a CH3CH2 plus, because it is more convenient for me to explain the hyperconjugation. Just now what we said here, carbocation, that is CH2, that is carbocation, carbon carrying the positive charge, and CH3 group is attached here. So here CH3 as the condition, it is sp3 hybridized carbon, and it has the alpha hydrogen also. And see here how it is shown. This is the carbon, this is an one hydrogen, this is another hydrogen, this is CH3 group, and it is CH2, it is CH2 and positive charge. Okay, and this is the empty 2p orbital of the carbon. Here this sigma electron in between the C and H, sigma electrons will going to form the bond only. These sigma electrons are in conjugation with the empty orbital of the carbon. These are in conjugation with the empty orbital of this, what we can say, carbon. That is what we called as hyperconjugation. So how it occurs here? Will you agree it is a ethyl carbocation? So when this is the ethyl carbocation, let me take, this is the CH, that is CH sigma bond, and the electrons involved here is sigma electrons. Okay. These sigma electrons are shifting, or these are in what we can say, those are in delocalization with this system. How it is delocalized, let me explain you. So if this bond is shifted here, that is sigma electrons of CH bond of alkyl group shifting. Okay. If it is shifted here, means what will be the next structure? This hydrogen is free and it forms the H plus. Okay, like this. And here in between these two double bond and CH2, and this is the H. Are you getting? Suppose if this is also a alpha hydrogen, if these electrons are involved, if this is shifted here, if this bond is shifted here, means what will be the structure? This hydrogen got the free, that is next structure. Suppose this hydrogen is, suppose this is the hydrogen which is donating that, so it got free H plus, and in between it is donating here, means this is the double bond CH2 and this is the one hydrogen, this is the another hydrogen. Suppose this hydrogen is donating, suppose this hydrogen is donating, means during that time how will be the structure, that I will draw here. Which hydrogen now? First it is finished, next it is finished, yes or no? Next now I want to talk about this. It is free first, and here it is CH2, here it is H, and here it is H. Yes or no? So what is happening here? The sigma electrons of the CH bond of an alkyl group, CH3 is the alkyl group, of an alkyl group is delocalization with this system, and this is how the hyperconjugation will going to be occur. So let me clarify one more point. Greater the number of alkyl group attached to the positively charged carbon, greater the hyperconjugation interaction and stabilization of the carbocation. It means here this is the tertiary, secondary. If consider in between these two which is more stable, if the question is there, means just you look at the positively charged carbon and how many groups are attached to that. Here it is 3, it means more number of the alkyl groups are attached to this carbon, it is more hyperconjugation interaction is there, more stable cation it is. As compared with this, it is less stable because only 2 groups are attached. As compared with this, it is less because only one alkyl group is attached, and there it will come last one. Clear, are you getting? Greater the number of the alkyl group, attached to the positively charged carbon, greater will be the hyperconjugation interaction and stabilizes carbocation. Okay, so what is even you can solve this hyperconjugation by taking an alkene also. Let me give brief idea here. Suppose this is the alkene. Yes or no? So suppose this sigma electrons are involved in the conjugation with the multiple electrons of this multiple bond, means first this hydrogen shifts here and it will going to shift here. So what will be the its structure? This hydrogen got free and this bond is, and this is the hydrogen, this is the hydrogen. Yes or no? So like this, the structure will going to be changed. You can try it as a homework. If you are not getting, means then only I will solve it. Then you can contact me. I have solved here for the ethyl carbocation. Here I have explained about the ethyl carbocation. Similarly, you can apply the same thing for the alkene also, you can able to get it. So first of all, what we are discussing in today's class regarding the hyperconjugation. So what is hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation is nothing but it is the, here we have talk about the free radical. Okay, free radical, that is okay. So hyperconjugation is an effect in which a delocalization of the electrons occurs in a system. Which type of the electrons it is? The sigma electrons of the CH bond of the alkyl group are in conjugation with the electrons of a multiple bond. And this hyperconjugation is a permanent effect, but it is a weaker effect. It is also called as no bond resonance. It is also called as no bond resonance. And hyperconjugation usually occurs in carbocation, alkene and free radical. And in case of these three, these system should attach to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon should carry a alpha hydrogen. It should carry a alpha hydrogen. So what is the meaning of alpha carbon? The carbon which is next to this system, it is alpha carbon. Okay, and the hydrogen which is attached to the alpha carbon, that is alpha hydrogen. And the hyperconjugation in the ethyl carbocation. See here, the delocalization of this CH sigma bond occurring through the empty p orbital of the carbon. Okay, so it will be occur if I go through the that is structural representation, how it will be. This is the CH3 alkyl group. It is like ethyl, it is like this only, expanded form we have written like that. And when these sigma electrons are in conjugation, this hydrogen got free, here we got the double bond, here structure as it is. Suppose this hydrogen is in conjugation, means it got free. First it is got free, if this is the free and here it will be a structure. If this hydrogen is in conjugation, here it will be a like this. Totally 3 alpha hydrogens are there, so 3 structures are possible, totally 4 structures will be there. And then greater the number of the alkyl group attached to the positively charged carbon, greater will be the stabilization of that carbocation. And the hyperconjugation interaction is more where the carbon have the more number of the alkyl group attached to it. ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ alkyl group ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನು ಶೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಮೋರ್ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ alkyl carbocation, the order of those alkyl carbocation is like this. Okay, so this is how we can explain about the hyperconjugation. Simple concept. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಏನೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾವ. ನೀವು ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ವಲಿ ಪೈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಡಿಲೋಕಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ. ಬಟ್ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೋಕಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ. ಸೊ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಡಿಲೋಕಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ bond, we can able to say. And it occurs through the alkene also, it occurs through the carbocation also, even it occurs through the free radical. Particularly it should contain the sp3 hybridized carbon, and that sp3 hybridized carbon should have the alpha hydrogen. And this is how we can able to explain about the hyperconjugation. So let us discuss, that is briefly hyperconjugation in alkene. So now I will explain you the hyperconjugation in propene. Propene is an alkene. So just now one example I have generally, somewhat it is mistake, now I will properly explain. See here, this is the alkene. Yes or no? CH double bond CH2 alkene, and for this sp3 hybridized carbon is attached, and this sp3 hybridized carbon carry the sigma that is sigma electron involving and it carries the alpha hydrogen. Suppose this in first structure what happens, this hydrogen is in conjugation, then what happens, this double bond is shifted here, so this hydrogen got free and this is the carbon, in between these two there is a double bond and this is the CH as it is, and this bond is shifted here, means it will going to get the negative charge. Am I right? First this is the alpha carbon and these hydrogens are the alpha hydrogen, 3 alpha hydrogen, it means 3 structures are possible next. So first this hydrogen or this sigma electrons of this bond is in conjugation, it is shifted here, means in between carbon to carbon double bond, and this double bond got shifted for last carbon, means it got the negative charge. So instead of this hydrogen or instead of this sigma bond, if it is donated, so during that time what will be the structure, this hydrogen got free, yes or no, this hydrogen got the free. Now what is remained, CH, again here it will be a double bond, here it is like this only. Okay. So instead of that hydrogen, if this hydrogen is contributing, so if this hydrogen is contributing, what will be the structure? Okay. So this is how the hyperconjugation occurs in propene, that is alkane. First you can take any one of the hydrogen, if this hydrogen means it got free and there is a formation of the double bond, there is a generation of the minus charge on the last carbon. Suppose this hydrogen got free, means here it will be H plus and again structure will be same. If it has this hydrogen is free, it is H plus and same structure is repeated. So this is how we can explain about the hyperconjugation. So let me explain you one more bit of the topic, that is resonance. Okay. So resonance, when it is possible, the molecule is said to be resonating structure, it is consisting of the it is in the resonance process when we can able to say. See here, when the molecule, the structure of any molecule can be represented by 2 or more than 2 Lewis structure, then only resonance is possible. So what is a Lewis structure, that we will discuss in the chemical bonding chapter. Just you keep in mind, when the molecule possesses 2 or more Lewis structure, then that molecule is said to possess the resonance effect. Okay. And then example benzene. See here, benzene, we are going to draw the structure like this. When these electrons are delocalizing, it means these are moving. If it is shifted here, if it is shifted here, means the structure will be like this. This is also correct, this is also correct. So what is the actual structure of the benzene? The actual structure of the benzene is resonance hybrid of these two. It means like average. We are taking intermediate of these two structure as the actual structure of the benzene. So that's why the ring is represented here. It indicates what? In some books they are going to give like this also, negative. It means electrons are revolving or those are delocalizing. So this is the actual structure of the benzene, which is said to be a resonance hybrid. It is said to be a resonance hybrid, and these two contributing structure for the actual structure, these two have their own contribution to this actual structure. These contributing structures are called as resonance or canonical structure, and which is formed structure of the benzene is said to be a resonance hybrid, because it is intermediate to these two. It means hybrid we can able to say. So it is called as resonance hybrid. So then what is actually resonance definition? What is the meaning of resonance hybrid? What is the meaning of canonical structure? That I will tell you. See here, when the molecule is represented by 2 or more structures, when any molecule is represented by 2 or more structure, then none of which is capable of explaining the properties of the molecule. So ಒಂದು molecule ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಆ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೀಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್. Here when a molecule is represented by two or more structure, none of which is capable of explaining the properties, explaining all the properties of the molecule, then what we have to do? The actual structure of the molecule, structure of the molecule is intermediate. It means it is in between, intermediate of all such a possible structure. Then those all possible structures are called as all possible structures are called as resonance structure, and the actual structure which we got is resonance hybrid. Okay, so benzene ಅನ್ನ 2 ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಬರಾಕತ್ತೀವ್ರಿ. ಇವು ಎರಡೂನು ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರೀಬೇಕಪ್ಪ? ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ದ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಇವೇನು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾವ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಗೆ, ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕೆನಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ structure which we got actually, which represents all the properties, that is said to be a resonance hybrid. Okay, so that only they have given the definition that the actual structure of the molecule is intermediate of all such possible structure called as resonance hybrid. So this is structure which we got, that is resonance hybrid, and the contributing structures are called as resonance or canonical structure. All these are giving the contribution to this actual. The actual structure is resonance hybrid, and the contributing structures are called as canonical or resonance structure. So when it is possible, when the molecule can be represented two or more than two Lewis structures. Okay, and then the process of forming more stable resonance, the process of formation of the more stable resonance hybrid structure from the canonical structure is called as resonance. So what is the definition of resonance? This structure, that is resonance hybrid, how it is formed? By the contribution of these structures. By the contribution of these structure. This process is called as resonance. So the process of forming the more stable, this is the more stable resonance hybrid, from which by the contribution of these canonical structure, this process is called as resonance. Clear? So one more that is bit of one definition, resonance energy. Resonance energy is nothing but the energy difference between the energy of the actual structure, the energy of the actual structure and the energy of the most stable resonating structure. So the difference between these two, which are these two, actual structure and a most stable canonical structure. In between that energy difference is what we are going to get, that is what we called as resonance energy. Okay, simple concept, just you need to know resonance process ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರನ್ನು ಆ ಎರಡೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ದು ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬರುವಂಥ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿಗೆ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿಗೆ ಕೆನಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಏನು ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್, ಈ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ದಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವ್ರಿ, ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕೆನಾನಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಇವೆರಡು ಥರ ನಡು ಏನು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅದು ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಕಿನ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ CH2. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿನ CH ಇಲ್ಲಿದು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಇದು sp3 ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸ್ಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಇದು sp2 ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ದ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ in case of the alkene. So this is how we are going to explain the important bit of the topic. For this this organic chapter is finished, almost it is finished, and some portion they have deleted that we are not going to teach. If you have any doubts, you can contact me, and if you are not getting any points, you can watch the video one more time, so you can able to understand all the concepts clearly. Even though if you are not getting means, you can contact me. Until that, keep watching the video and note down whatever the points written on the board. Okay, thank you.